fourth game we've played in the last 7 days. It's a bit void of grass, but it's flat and it's perfectly playable till the rain gets on it. So we just got to hope for the best today, that the rain stays off until after the game.
Hello and welcome back to Trungle Parc for the first time in 2024, where today Mousehole take on Yate Town in the Southern League Division 1 South. Mousehole come here unbeaten in their last 5 Southern League fixtures with 3 consecutive away draws, but they did win their last 2 games here at Trungle Parc. Yate Town themselves are on a good run of form, and they'll be looking to make this one a very exciting clash in the Southern League Division 1 South at Trungle Parc. Morgan, back at home today, quite a big game, our first one at Trungle in 2024. Yate, how are you feeling?
Really excited. Me and all the boys, we've had a good week of training this week. We just can't wait to play at home because it feels like we haven't been at home for ages. But yeah, we're all really excited, can't wait.
Morgan, essentially the halfway point of the season, if you like now. How have you found it as one of the new signings in the summer at Mousehole?
Really good. I think I've settled in well. I've cemented my place in the team as well. And I'm just showing everyone what I can do, I think. And I feel like I've got a lot more to come. So hopefully I can just start building more now as the games go on until the end of the season and get in those playoff spots.
Final one, we interviewed Jalen, new signing on Thursday night. Of course, he's living with you and Ryan. How's he settled in?
Oh, good. He's a good lad. He's funny. Just can't wait to see what he plays like today. Hopefully he gets a few. So yeah.
It's half-time here at Trungle Parc and it's currently Mousehole 0, Yate Town 1. Mousehole started really brightly, but since then, and after Yate's penalty awarded in the 6th minute, Yate have looked threatening. It was Nick McCootie who put things away from the penalty spot, which means in the second half now Mousehole will have to make a comeback if they want 3 points in the Southern League. Half-time here, Mousehole 0, Yate 1. Well, it's full time here at Trungle Parc and it's ended Mousehole 0, Yate Town 1. Their 6th minute penalty from Nick McCootie is the difference between the two sides. Mousehole huffed and puffed towards the latter stages, but just couldn't convert. And in the end, it's a Yate Town side who are very impressive on the afternoon, who've taken all 3 points home with them. In the end, in the Southern League Division 1 South, it's ended here, Mousehole 0, Yate 1. Jake, must be a difficult one for you to take this afternoon. Look like difficult conditions out there, of course, to deal with. What was your assessment of the game?
Yeah, it was a game of the conditions, wasn't it? It was really, really difficult. The pitch has obviously sort of dried up a little bit and it's got a bit bobbly. And Bill's done an incredible job. I think he's had 5 games on it this week, so to have it looking as good as it did, he's credit to him. Add the wind in the mix, it's just always going to be an ugly game. And they did a really good job first half with the wind behind them of making it difficult, and we didn't really get out. As you'd expect, and then second half we knew we'd have a lot of the pressure, but probably didn't really create enough opportunities. I thought we'd go and turn the screw second half because we've been really good at that, but it just didn't really happen. We just looked a little bit flat today, which hasn't been the case in the last 5. I think we've looked in that run that we've been on. We've looked like we had a lot of energy, but won't take anything away from Yate, because that team they've got out there today is a playoff team without a shadow of a doubt. They've recruited incredibly, and I don't imagine that, I'm sure there's a lot of investments gone into getting players of that calibre in, because it's good players, But that said, I felt like it was still a game we could get something from, but we just didn't do enough in the end. So I think a draw would have probably been a fair result, but they got their goal and they did a really good job of defending it, and they'll be fine. They'll end up well up the table. So we just need to inject a little bit of energy. We've got a bit of a plan around how we do that, because it just looked a bit flat today.
Jake, you mentioned in the second half maybe potentially getting not enough chances. Felt like Talon Mitchell had a few maybe where it could have gone in. A penalty shout there too. Felt like it was maybe building like it has been in recent weeks, but just didn't come off today. What are you looking then in terms of for next week to build on?
Just a bit more energy. I felt like we just looked like it. The last few weeks, second half, they looked like there's always going to be a goal with every attack, and I didn't really feel like that today. And again, a lot of that is down to the players that Yate got on the pitch, but I just didn't feel like we looked like we were going to carve them open or create something. It just might have happened. It might have fallen for us. Could have had a pen. But Tow's had a really good chance second half, and I've said to him afterwards, he's had 2 good chances there. It's a weird game for him, because I thought again he was outstanding. I thought he was our outstanding player today. Everything good came through him. But I know he'll be disappointed, because those go in. It's a different game. But what a kid, what a player for us. So he's been great, and just as long as he carries on this form, we'll be fine. But we just need a little bit more of that. We need a little bit more of that energy that he brings all over the pitch, and we'll work hard on that. The boys have trained well this week. Really good Thursday. Just didn't happen today, and when the conditions are as they are today, there's always that chance that can happen. So we're disappointed, if I'm honest, is the feeling. But we'll hopefully have a good week and go into another tough one at Willen next week.
Thanks, Jake.